a variant. There is a lambda. Is that right? Lambda.
Yep, lambda.
Yeah.
And we don't know very much about that yet. So,
No.
Well,
and then there'll be something after that, no doubt about it.
No doubt.
That's right.
There's the
Steve.
man.
I'm having technical difficulties today and old timers to boot. I've got everything that can go wrong today, technology. And then, what was it? Banner crashed earlier, then they had to take it down and fix it. And I'm still trying to recover from that. I was in it when it went down, so you'll pardon me. It's not been the best of days, technology-wise. But other than that, everything's good. Hope everybody's good. I sent you all the materials. Remember, this Saturday at 2:15, we're doing our in-service. Won't last long. It's just a review of all the things. We don't have anybody new for fall, so won't take us but a minute. I'm required to review on all those things and policies and Blackboard and Pass Stream and all that stuff. I sent you both of the agendas and the links. Go ahead and post them in your classes for the upcoming, the new student 601 will be Monday, the 23rd at 7 o'clock. And of course, our faculty meeting will be at 6 if there's anything that comes up. And then the following week at 7 o'clock will be our Legacy Town Hall. I sent you both of those agendas, all the reminders and all that stuff, both of the links. So we're good to go on all that stuff. I've sent you the agenda and the link for this Saturday at 2:30. Now I'm going to have to, I won't be on the, you can join the regular staff development all day if you want to. I won't be able to because I'm going to be in a dissertation workshop. Some of you, I think, might be in Charlotte too. We're still planning for it to be in Charlotte. I don't know if that's going to be the case after we meet tomorrow or not, but we've got that going on. But I will slip away at 2 and sign on. We're supposed to start at 2:15, I think. So that's coming up. The schedule, I sent you the schedule. Let me share my screen. There has been one change already. I'm going to go ahead and move. I've got it pulled up. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and move my 603 to Dr. Sanders now. And there could be a collapse there, knowing that as well. But I'm going to go ahead. I was going to do the C2, but as I said, I always hold something in reserve. I'm going to go ahead. I talked with Dr. Bull today, and he said he'd join us if he could. He's kind of snowed under without. Wendy's not coming back this week either. So he's been without help now for about a month. So he said, say hey to everybody and thank you for all the good work this summer. Our SOIs came back. They were excellent. Best of anybody again. I'm telling you what, so here's the schedule. The two that worked with me again this summer, they ought to get an award. They both got 4s. We did pull the hat trick again. So it's not me, it's them, but they make me work hard. So, but I'm proud of all of us. Everybody's scores were good. The comments were good. And the only thing again is turn that work around quick. That's the only thing that I ever hear is everybody's wonderful, but turn that work around quick. And so we had, it was a tough summer, dragging the work out of them was like pulling hen's teeth, but now they didn't say anything negative about that. They just, turn the work around quick. That's, other than that, we're all good. So looking at the schedule, according to the email I got today, we've got 14 in that C10 section with Dr. Stedman and Dr. Revis, with Danny and Kathy. I got word today that they've got 21 more in the pipeline. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. If it is, it'll go to a 6th section there. I got word today that there's 8 more in the pipeline for 601 masters. That won't break over because they'll let that go to 25. That won't break over. So we'll have 2 big sections of that, looks like. So that was good news. Jessica sent me an email just a few minutes ago. I've been doing licensure admission stuff all day. There's 21 on the spreadsheet that are unaccounted for right now. I got KTA, they sent me them this morning. I've sent them an email and start calling them. We don't know where they are that applied and paid the fee, but that's that phantom group. But I've tracked down all 50 of them today. And so I'm working on 21 of them right now. Either we'll know by the end of this week they're coming or not. So we're working on that. Laws and I section again. I'm just as surprised as y'all are that Laws and I are a hit. Our section of EDCI add-on is going to May. We got 12 in there, so that's good. Both of those are strong for 601 masters, big groups in those. If the Gaston cohort makes it, won't start till about October. Jackie and Lisa will do it. As I said, Sanders and Stone will do 605, 603 masters, Kate and Maraglia. They're going to team teach that and do their own interns. And then 602, that's of course by arrangement with Belia. We've got some comebackers. I don't know exactly how many of those yet. I'm following up on that still to try to get an idea of that. Of course, if it breaks over 6, they'll pay her a full salary, or maybe 6 or 10, maybe 10. But other than that, and then 604, Dr. Sanders. Now that is just one group. They've got it separated in Blackboard for some reason, Anita, but it is just one group because that's the group we had this summer. There's only like 17 of them, Anna. I believe that's right. I believe there's only 17. And we collapsed them for the summer, but for some reason they're still showing as 2 groups in Blackboard, but they aren't. They're all in the O section now.
Dale, when I look in Banner still, it only has me with that one course. I can't tell if it's Sanders students or the 698, or if it's Dr. Stone's. It's still not there, and so I know it won't show up in Blackboard. So I'm just check on that.
Let me look at this again. Okay, so what you've got is the C4 and the C6 section.
Which is Dr. Stone, Dr. Sanders.
Yeah. I don't know why you're not showing up with them.
Okay. Well, just
that's why I said let me write that
if it
down.
moves in from Banner, then it's not into Blackboard.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So those are just continuations. I don't know why they're not there. C2.
So are those continuations from the ones I had this summer? Should I be seeing the same names?
You should be, as far as I know. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the C4. This was the C4 and C6 sections of 603 from the summer.
Okay, that's okay.
What I mean, it's just.
Well, then that helps.
I don't know why that's not showing up again. But again, there's nobody to ask. Sandy's gone and Wendy's not back, and so I'm just having to flag people down the street. And y'all get me in Banner to see these classes. And so. I'll have to try to get everybody to be back tomorrow. I'll see if I can track Emily down. Maybe she can look for me and see. I'll find out what's going on there. But those don't scare me too bad since we don't have to build those shells out. We should be okay there. But I'll find out where they're not showing up. But no, everything was good. I guess what was it? The only new person that taught this summer was Dr. Terry, and she got great scores. So congratulations. I guess she was the rookie of the year for the summer or the rookie of the semester. She did great. Now, obviously, she's not a rookie, but that went really well. That's really good. And so we got bunches and bunches of new ones, and here are the people who will be evaluating them. Phyllis, you'll have 2. Rod, you'll have 2. Rod, I only gave you 2. Rod, I'm gonna run you all over the world. We're right now. I'm planning for us to do virtual meetings again. With the spike in COVID and what's going on, and schools with masks, I'm guessing there's going to be a good many districts that won't allow visitors just to come in off the street. I'm guessing that they'll have in-person instruction, but they'll limit people coming into their building. And so we're just gonna go ahead and plan on doing, we're just gonna plan on doing virtual. And we're only gonna do the new ones. If we have any of the ones who have changed locations or changed principals, we'll do them virtually. But other than that, unless they request a meeting, if you've got legacies, and let me share that right quick.
So if we have those legacies, do we still contact them and ask them if they want us to come?
Exactly. That's exactly it, Rod. That's exactly what I'd like for you to do. Exactly. And if they don't need them, if they don't need one, that's fine. But I want us to make the offer.
Right,
You
right.
know, if you don't, they'll claim that they never heard from us.
Mhm.
You know how that is. And so here's the CC1 list. And again, I've gone ahead because they had me turn in the stipend report last week. And so I just had to go ahead and assign them best I could. And so
What kind of time frame are you talking about on this? And when you want us to
Lord,
start?
you got a bunch. I don't know, 2 weeks. You know, 2
When you-
weeks on, 3 weeks by the end of 3 weeks. You know, we shoot for 2 and 3's fine.
Okay, when do you want us to start this?
I want you to start Monday the 20th. Well, actually, I want you to send out emails on Monday the 16th, as
Okay,
soon as they get their Blackboard assignment. So I've got this and I'm updating it daily.
Okay, when will we get this list?
You will get your list to start. You'll get it Friday of this week.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking about. I'm working a lot more closely with admissions now, and I'm
Yes.
tracking every student.
do we want to, when we send out our initial email to them, do we want to tell them that it's virtual, but if they want us to come, we are available?
That's a good question. I
did that last year or last time we did it, but nobody.
well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. What I don't want to do is get some school district angry. Because sometimes students don't always tell us everything they know and don't inform their districts of what's going on. I mean, more than one time I've been in touch with people in the district that didn't even know that they were interning. Now, I know that's not supposed to be able to happen, but it does. But what I worry about is I think we can tell them to be virtual, and if they need us to come, you know, that make sure they get it approved from their principal.
Okay,
For us
Well,
to come.
because usually, I mean, if they want us to come, I would assume they got, because we want to meet with the principal anyway.
Right, exactly.
Hopefully it'll be.
That's what I mean, that, you know,
Yeah.
find a time that suits their principal and you'll show up. Yeah, I think that's good. We won't have too many, but what I definitely don't want to happen is, just like, you know, I know things have changed, but just like when I was in CMS, we had a no vendor Friday policy. Vendors couldn't come on Friday because we had too much in high school. We had too much stuff going on. And so, you know, and during this, I just don't want to, we have to maintain an agreement with all these districts.
Right.
MOU, and I don't have anybody to work on that right now. So if it gets sideways, I'll have to go and fix it myself, because that was one of the things that Sandy was in charge of MOUs, and she's no longer there. And I don't know if we'll ever get her replaced or not, quite honestly, and I don't want to get into the MOU business. I had to do contracts this summer because we didn't have any help, and I'd rather not do that. I love Steve Surk. He's the attorney. He and I are very good friends, but if you spend much time with the attorney, you become quite suicidal. And so I'd rather not do that. On these MOUs, they'll drive you crazy. The last one that I did, I had to end up driving to Ramseur to try to get it through. And you need somebody with a really cheery personality to do that, because they don't really want to work with you very well. And you need somebody that's all bright-eyed like Sandy, that people couldn't tell no. I only work well in person when, when I feel the doorway up and have to turn sideways to get in. That tends to motivate people, but not my sunny disposition. And so I don't want to be in the MOU business. So let's make sure we don't anger anybody. We've got, so let's do virtual and tell them we'll be glad to come if they want to. We'll be glad to. But yeah, we've got, right, I've got you all over the world, and you've got a big bunch. And so I regulated that with giving you 2 to evaluate, about twice that many to visit. So, but yeah, again, I appreciate the help. It's been a tough summer without very much support staff, and we're trying to get admission stuff done and licensure stuff done and all these different things. And but I think we're good. No need to whine. I mean, the anticipation is you work hard. I mean, that's the deal. And so it's just we're a little shorthanded, and we have to maybe tread a little more delicately than we normally would, because I don't have much support staff right now. But we'll get it back. It'll be good. And so I think that's everything. I don't know. Let's see. We'll need to meet next Monday to make sure that that everything is good, that all of your shells are good, everything is where they need to be. Because students come in next Monday. I've copied all your shells. You can work in those. Dr. Sanders, you'll have both of those shells right now. I'll have to get them that other one. You just fix the one you've got, and we'll copy it into the other one as soon as I can find somebody to take my name off of it and put yours on it, or add you in to it. And so I'll work on that tomorrow as well. I'll write that on my list for my email list tomorrow. Change C2 605 from me. Okay. All right. I think that's it. And we'll talk about all that stuff next Monday. Then reach out to them next Monday about their visits and get started. If we can get done in about 3 weeks, that'd be great. But looks like the numbers are bouncing back. We've worked really hard. And I say we, to try to recruit. The doctoral numbers are coming back. Well, our MELS are going to them. And so everything looks good except for quite honestly, except for the masters in curriculum. Those programs have not bounced back because they're all teachers and they don't get paid. And have not come back.
Tell me again when you want these visits completed by.
Well, looking at my calendar right here. So if we start, you can start them anytime on the 16th. Let's see, we'll announce, and then 23rd, the 30th.
But going virtual, it'll be a lot easier. So that's
yeah,
not
it will
problem.
be. I'm thinking, my goal was by Labor Day, but as I was talking about, that would be 2 into 3. I'd say if we can get them done by the 15th of September, that'd be spectacular.
15th of September. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Steve Stone, does that sound good to you? And so I've kind of.
Yes, it does, Dale.
I have.
Found the mute button.
Caught you, didn't he, Steve?
Yeah, he was asleep.
Probably.
That little whistly snore. No, I had to jump in on the CC1s. They demanded last week that the stipend report be filled out with all that stuff on it. Of course, they'll still be late getting y'all paid, but I don't know why they needed it last week, but they did. So I'm having to update it every day. So there was no new students today. They sent me a note and I said, well, there wasn't any new ones today. And they said, that's right. Cheryl wasn't working today. And I was like, well, duh. She's in your office. You should have known there wouldn't be any students registered today, since when you looked across the desk, you didn't see her. I can't make this up. The lady that works in the office with her wanted to know if there was any of them enrolled today. And they know she's the only one that enrolls them. And they know that she didn't come to work today. So I guess they just checking to make sure I know what I'm doing. It's amazing. All right. I appreciate all you do. Again, great summer, tough summer getting all these students through, but we got 95 through. And so everything was good. So I appreciate it. All right. So y'all can go ahead on, and I'm going to pause my recording, and I'm going to talk with